All right, I'm on hole number 7 of the Safari Sunrise. Tuesday's qualifying round, rookie division. In my practice account, chilling. Got some upper developed clubs. Not anything unlike a lot of people in my clan. A lot of people out there. There's a lot of people that played this game for a long time that decided they don't want to spend $400 a month to play at Masters. And there's a bunch of people out there that want you to play in Masters. That try and shame you into playing Masters. So when they start sending you the $400 a month so you can go play Masters, then go play Masters. But you can play wherever you want. And I'm okay with that. I'm hitting from the top of this hill. This is not the absolute preferred way to do it because it is a 50% wind adjustment. But I'm trying it out. I tried the rough bump down here, and I even finally got on this hole with a Goliath. And I still, with a Goliath and a 3 side spin ball, and I still could not get movement so that I was going from this rough and I could get it where I could tail off at the hole. What was happening was it was coming up here and then it was dropping to the hole. And you can get close, but there's not enough speed to get you back to the cup. So in the past, I've tried to max backspin, side spin, curl shot from right here with a Guardian. If you got a Guardian, you can do this, and with a Quasar, and you'll end up right in this area every time. It'll just come around and you'll get, but once again, it doesn't normally have enough speed to get back to the cup, but you'll end up in that area. I've tried the rough bump here, and I saw one of my teammates, Kyle. He's like the rough bump king. I mean, if there's a rough bump, Kyle will find it. He might even make one up just because he likes rough bump so much. And he was like, that is a scary shot. And I'll tell you, that is a scary shot. And I think from that area, I was doing like a plus 20%. I took it twice, and I ended up super close to the hole. And I'm not sure that I hit either one of them perfect, but and the way that the wind's blowing in this tournament, I think it's blowing conducive for us to do this because I think the wind is blowing kind of like this. So it's blowing in this plane, if I remember correctly. But it is a scary shot. It'll take days off your life. So I'm going to take this shot up here and try it with the 50% wind adjustment and see what happens. I actually did this in my low level account earlier today, and I got a hole in one on this hole, and I think that's the very first time I've ever gotten a hole in one on this hole. This is not a high percentage type hole in one hole. I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there that have got them, but for me, this is not one of those holes that it's like, yeah, man, I get hole in ones on that all the time. Now, we've only played these holes. We played them in the 2019 Summer Major, and we're playing them here, so I haven't played these holes very much. So I think I caught them a little bit in practice before the Summer Major, and I think they were in that tour like a week after, and I played them a little bit. But usually when they come out with brand new holes, I try and play them like before the tournament, during the tournament, and then after the tournament. You'll usually keep them in a tour for a week before they decide where they're going to place them. And I'll play in there as much as I can. I have no idea what ball to bring. I have no idea. I'm going to bring a Katana. Cut the wind down a little bit. I have no idea. None. Let's see where it puts me. I have no idea. I could probably bring a low wind ball here. I could probably bring, let me think. I could probably bring a lower power ball is what I meant. Let's try a nav. Same wind. I don't think I'm going to lean a lot of side spin or any of that stuff. We'll try it. We'll see how it looks. If we don't like it, we'll switch to a different ball. I'm almost winging it here, and I like to do this during the qualifying because when I go back and watch the stuff, then I can see I'm seeing some different stuff. And I can go, okay, hey, that worked, or that's where the red lines were, or that's what the deal was, so that I can figure out. I really like to use these beginning rounds to establish what clubs and what balls and what direction I'm coming. So by the time I get to my main account, I already have a game plan. I know I'm hitting it from that spot, and the wind is not blowing conducive for us to do that rough bump. However, it is blowing so that we could adjust the wind away from the sand, and that's pretty big. Let's see what the wind is. 2.6. Where am I at in my club? I'm right at the red line. Right at it. Give myself plenty of room here. Just going to dial it up to the cup. 50% wind adjustment. It is 3.9. 3.9 rings. There's 1, 2, 3, 9. Getting it perfect. See how close we can get. Just a bit outside. I'm not sure. I'm just sitting here thinking. I'm thinking to myself, I'll have to shoot that a couple more times. I'll have to shoot that a couple more times and hit some perfect shots in there to go off of that 50. But I know, I mean, I did a 50% wind adjustment there, and I was still ended up to the left, and the wind was blowing to the left. So you'd think, hey, you hit a perfect shot going in there, and the wind's blowing to the left, and you got pushed off to the left. But your second bounce is going over that sand. So is it a secondary wind effect thing where drawing more may help, or I'm gonna shoot that shot, and if I hit another perfect, then I'm off to the left, and I may actually increase the 50 to a higher number. There is a hole, and I'm not sure if it's at White Cliffs or what it is, but the particular shot that I do there, or that I did the last time we played that, I was doing like 100% wind adjustment, and it seemed like it's still a low percentage hole, but it seemed like I was at least in the spot. I was at least safe to get a birdie every time. So I'm not afraid to change those. Just because you see something out in the community, don't be afraid to change. If it's not working for you, change it. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, you're insane. All right, that was hole number 7 of the Safari Sunrise Tournament in Tuesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.